again. William, I'd like to outdoors. I have another word I'd like to share with you. I don't know much about Albert Einstein's faith. I tell you the truth, I just hadn't checked it up on it. But he come up with a theory called relativity. E equals mc squared. Well, I looked up that word, relativity. It's got to mean something about things being relative one to the other. It says, the dictionary said, the theory which deals with phenomena resulting from velocities comparable to that of light relative to an observer. Well, that's when I said I don't know much about anything about his faith, but after reading the first 4 verses in Genesis, makes me believe that he knew something about God and how God worked. The Bible says, in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was formless and empty, and dark covered the deep waters, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the surface of the waters. Then God said, let there be light. And there was light. And God saw that the light was good. Then he separated the light from the darkness, and he called the light day and the darkness night. This says, a phenomenon resulting from velocities comparable to that of light relative to an observer. And then it goes on to say, high accelerations and gravitational fields. When God created things, I can imagine stuff was moving around pretty fast. And when he created stuff, it was like an instant. But to him being the observer, the motion wasn't so fast that he didn't see what he was doing. I mean, he didn't just snap his fingers and everything appeared. He watched everything come together because he had to have a gravitational field to hold the earth's form, hold the waters on the earth when he created all these. And I mean, science even proves it. There's a field that is strong enough to hold all this stuff together. God created it to stay together. So he created that gravitational field that holds it all together. And I just believe that Einstein come to grips with this because he knew the power of God. And he was probably just like the rest of us, sitting around letting his mind wander sometimes, and thought about what it must have been like to have been God watching all this stuff happen. When you turn on a light, like a flashlight, you don't see the light beam going, you just see it appear at the other end, whatever it's touching. But God, being the observer as the creator of the light, could see the light moving. We can't see that. I think it's because our vision's too slow. There's a lot of things we don't see, especially the spiritual things. Without having the faith to believe, we can't see the significance that God placed in Jesus providing the sacrifice that was needed to cleanse mankind's sins. And it's just one of those things that's hard to get a hold of because of the movement of it. So I'll say this. I'll let God be God. He can create the light and sit there and watch it move, and I'll just receive the beam when it lands on me. So God, let your magnificent light shine on me so that this dark world can see you. So I just want to encourage you with that. And again, love one another and join me next time. If you haven't already, there's one way that you can be sure and join me. You can subscribe. Right down in the bottom left corner, there's a little icon. You can tap on that, and you'll be able to subscribe, and you can hit that notification bell and be notified next time I'll put something up, and you'll be one of the first ones to see it. And give me a thumbs up if you don't mind, or if you don't like it, I'll accept that. Let me know what you think. I'll answer back. I'm not too proud for that. We'll see you next time, and may the Lord bless and keep you in all your ways, and may your ways be His.